Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you all are well and safe at home and you are preparing your lessons. Today we are going to start another chapter of English 1 and the name of the chapter is The Elves and the Shoemaker. The story we are going to read is about a poor shoemaker whose life changed with a little magic. So let's start the story. One evening, a shoemaker sat at his workbench cutting leather to make shoes. Snip, snap, went his pair of scissors. After some time, he felt tired. I am tired. I will sew them tomorrow, he thought. What is for dinner tonight? He asked his wife. There was no bread. The cupboard was empty. The shoemaker and his wife went to bed hungry. Once upon a time, there was a shoemaker who lived with his wife. They made shoes and sold them for a living. They were very poor. One evening, the shoemaker was sitting at his workbench cutting the leather to make new pair of shoes. Later, he felt hungry and tired, so he decided to sew the remaining leather the next day. He left for his house and asked his wife, "What is there in the dinner?" She replied that there is nothing to eat and the cupboard is empty. So they both went to bed hungry. The next morning, the shoemaker woke up and went to his workbench. There was a big surprise. On his bench was a pair of beautiful shoes. Who made them? Wondered the shoemaker. The stitches are beautiful and tiny. Who could make shoes like these? Asked his wife. The next morning, the shoemaker got up early to make a pair of shoes out of the leather he had kept. To his surprise, instead of the leather, there lay a beautiful pair of shoes. He picked them up and observed them closely. They were made out of the same leather that he had put out the night before. He called his wife and shown them to her. They both were wondered that who made the shoes because they were beautiful and the stitches were very tiny and spaced so perfectly. He sold the shoes for a very good price. He had enough money to buy food and leather to make more shoes. The shoemaker and his wife had warm soup with bread for supper. After dinner, he went to his workbench. Snip, snap, went his scissors. Soon he was tired. They sold the shoes and got a good price. They bought food and leather for more shoes. For supper, the shoemaker and his wife had warm soup with bread. After dinner, he went back to his workbench. He was cutting out the leather pieces. I am so tired, he said. I will stitch these in the morning. In the morning, he got a bigger surprise. On his bench were four pairs of shoes. He was cutting out the leather pieces. Soon he was tired, so he decided to stitch them into shoes the next day. The next morning, when the shoemaker and his wife came down to the workshop, they were surprised to see four new pairs of shoes on the table where he had kept the leather pieces. The stitches are so beautiful and tiny. Who could make shoes like these? Asked his wife. People queued outside the shoemaker's house to buy the beautiful shoes. Soon they were all sold. The shoemaker went to the market and bought leather of different colors. He cut the leather and went to sleep. The next morning, six pairs of colored shoes sat on the bench. The shoes were even more beautiful than the first pair. He put them up for sale and soon they were all sold. The shoemaker bought more food and leather of different colors from the money he got. Again that night, he cut the leather and kept it to stitch it in the morning. The next morning, he saw that the leather had been made into shoes again. There were six pairs of colored shoes lying on his bench, and As soon as he put them for sale, they were bought in exchange of good money. Then onwards, every day they found nice shoes made for them by someone, but they didn't know who it was. The shoemaker started doing well, his business prospered, and his shop would always be full with customers. The shoemaker's wife said, "We have to find out who is doing this. Let us hide in our workshop tonight." When the clock struck 12, two tiny elves in torn clothes climbed in through the window. They were the size of the shoemaker's little finger. One night, when they were closing the shop, the shoemaker's wife had an idea. She said that they have to find out who is making shoes for them. They decided to hide behind the cupboard that night and see who it was. At 12 o'clock, they saw two tiny elves enter the workshop through the crack in the window. The elves were small in size. They were the size of the shoemaker's little finger. They sat on the workbench and worked all night. They made 8 pairs of lovely shoes using brown, green, and red leather. Then they left. The shoemaker and his wife came out of their hiding place. The elves sat on the workbench and started making shoes from the leather kept there. They did their work carefully and made 8 pairs of lovely shoes using brown, green, and red leather and left through the window again. The wife said, "I have never seen elves in my life. Their clothes are so thin and worn out. I will stitch new clothes for them." She sewed tiny tights, coats, and tiny boots for the elves. They were very surprised to see the elves. They have never seen elves before in their life. Although the elves were making lovely shoes for the shoemaker, they had no shoes on and they wore torn clothes. The shoemaker and his wife were grateful to the elves. To thank the elves, the shoemaker's wife stitched new clothes for them. She sewed tiny tights, coats, and tiny boots for them. The next night, they hid again to watch the elves. The elves were delighted to find new clothes and shoes. They put them on and danced around in joy. They never returned to the shoemaker's house again. The shoemaker started making shoes on his own after that day. Every night, before he slept, he whispered a thank you to the elves. When night fell, they placed the gifts for the little helpers on the table. Then they hid behind the cupboard again and waited for the elves to return. When the elves came, they were overjoyed to see the gifts. They wore their new clothes and shoes and danced around in joy. From that day, the shoemaker and his wife never saw the elves again. The shoemaker started making shoes by himself and earned money by selling those. But shoemaker and his wife always remember the elves and remain thankful to them for their help. The moral of the story is we should help others without expecting any benefit from them, and we should be thankful to others who help us. I hope you enjoyed the story and you will also try to help others. Now let's have a look at the difficult words: workbench, leather, scissors, tired, sew, cupboard, hungry, surprise, wondered, stitches, enough, supper, tiny, cute, elves, torn, climbed, delighted, whispered. Here are some words and their meanings from the lesson. Elves, small magical creatures. Sew, use needle and thread to stitch something. Wondered, thought with a feeling of surprise. Worn out, no longer usable. Delighted, feeling or showing great pleasure. Whispered, spoke very softly. Leather, a material made from skin of animal by tanning. There is a homework for you children. Learn all the difficult words and word meaning from the lesson. That's all for today. Thank you.